Item number 8 is the tax increment exemption request for Charles Hadger or his nominee, 160 Linden Street, Fall River, Mass.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Viola, you speaking on that
Yes,
also?
I am. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I think some of you, if not all of you, may be already familiar with this property. This is the former Sacred Hearts Church and Rectory, which is on 160 Linden Street. This proposal represents the conversion of that facility into 46 residential units, all of which will be market rate, and an overall investment in that property of over $10 million for such improvement processes. To tell you a little bit about Hajar Management, Hajar Management has over 25 years of management experience and develops affordable quality residential and commercial spaces across New England and beyond. Excuse me, from apartments and retail centers to offices and industrial spaces, they offer well-maintained, environmentally friendly properties with seamless rental experience. They currently have a project that's just been recently completed here within the city. Once again, the mayor and I had the opportunity to take a look at it, and that's the former Notre Dame School project on Thomas Street. And if you have an opportunity either to visit it or go online, the workmanship and the architectural layout of that building is absolutely outstanding. And it represents, once again, the redevelopment of a property that was not on the tax rolls, and then they came in and literally transformed an abandoned piece of property in the Flint neighborhood, and it's going to be bringing in a whole new constituency of people for that area. They are hoping to do the same here with the 160 Linden Street property. They are going for a TIF as part of this process. This TIF was structured exactly as all other TIFs have been structured in terms of how the incentives are being offered to the company itself. Excuse me, the tie is being represented, it's being presented in accordance with other previously approved ties as part of the project. The approval of this tie is a necessary component of a bigger application project, which they'll be submitting to the state through the Massachusetts Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities. They'll be seeking HDIP financing to help offset some of their costs associated with the development of this project itself. The tie exemption schedule represents an 80% cost savings on the new value that's being created during the first 5 years, and a 20% cost savings on the valuation over the next 5 years. That's been, like I said, done in every other tie that's been approved by the TIF board in the past. Currently, there's a base value, according to the most recent assessment of that property, of $572,800. They're hoping to begin construction on the project sometime later this spring and be ready for occupancy in 2025. The project has received all necessary approvals from the Zoning Board of Appeals in terms of a variance as well as a special permit, so that's already been vetted. And the project is pretty much ready to go. We're just going through the process now of putting together the capital stack for the funding of the project and the various incentives that may be applicable to the project in both the form of the tie, but more importantly, the form of the HDIP. And you can't access the HDIP program at the state level unless you have a tie. So this will, again, represents the city's commitment to the overall project in and above the zoning relief that they previously secured. The project itself, as I indicated earlier, is over $10 million. It will have, in my opinion, a pretty substantial impact on that neighborhood. That neighborhood would no longer be plagued by an abandoned piece of property that's been fallen into disrepair over the years. So with that, I'll answer any questions that you may have, and we also have representatives here from HR management in the event that you need to ask them questions directly.
Any questions?
I'm just glad to see that being developed.
So you have in Exhibit 3, the proposed initial one-bedroom monthly rent is $1,850, which is, I guess, consistent with what a market rate residential unit price would be. Is there any plan to do anything affordable, any preference for veterans, any preference for any specific population? Do we have a sense of what, because there's 1 and 2 bedroom units in this?
Yes.
Do we have a sense of what a 2-bedroom unit is going to rent for?
About 2,000.
2,000.
And this project it's all 2 bedrooms.
It's all 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
All right, that's helpful.
And I just want to make a correction. There's actually 3 3-bedrooms. So there's 43 2-bedrooms and 3 3-bedrooms.
Okay.
What are the 3 bedrooms going for?
Probably around 2,900.
So 19 on, 18 and 9 on 2 bedrooms. 2,800 on 3 bedroom?
Closer to 2,000 probably in the 2-bedroom.
Okay.
So these are not set in stone. These are what are projected. Obviously, the market conditions may impact that a little bit, but that's what they're.
A lot of the apartments are different sizes, so depending on the size, maybe a smaller one would be 1,800, a bigger one 2,100.
What I like about these projects myself is this is a vacant building. There's no displacement at all, and we're hoping to draw in some new people, and as the model is that people want to move to a different, I went to the Notre Dame school, what I liked about that is there's actually townhouses. Upstairs where you have those apartments, they're 2 floors, you got 2 bedrooms upstairs with a bath, and there's a staircase in their apartments, so it's pretty classy, and I really liked it. He knows I liked it. I went through it. It was very nice stuff, and if they do something similar to this one, it'll add a classy piece to that neighborhood.
That's a very important byproduct.
Thank you. Any further discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Got a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Opposed?
Abstain.